When I start a new track, I always plan the whole structure first. For this piece, I divided it into 3 parts, each with a different feeling. The first part is a strong introduction to catch the listener's attention. In the second part, I will add some suspense. The third part is the climax, which is the biggest and most exciting part. Let's get started. I started making the intro by writing the melody and chords on the piano. The first half is meant to leave a strong impression, so I will use many instruments to make it powerful. In the second half, I focused on building tension by making the melody go from quiet to loud. I used interesting chords like E diminished 7 and A flat augmented triad inverted on E to make the sound richer. At the end of this part, I changed the rhythm from a triplet pattern to a straight 8-beat pattern, which makes it feel more intense. This is the draft of the intro, now let's actually make it. In the string section, the violins play the high notes using short, sharp staccato sounds to give energy. I made them play both the chords and the bass melody. The viola does the same thing but 1 octave lower. The cello only plays the bass melody because having low instruments play full chords can sound messy. The contrabass also plays the bass notes to make the sound deeper. I added brass instruments to make the intro even stronger. The French horn plays the main melody in the first part and the chords in the second part. The trombone does the same thing but 1 octave lower. I also added a horn crescendo to fill the empty spaces between notes. To keep the sound moving, I put some arpeggio notes on the piano. For percussion, I used cinematic drum loops that match the rhythm of the track, and added crashes when moving to the second part. With these elements, the intro is finished. The second section is the quietest part. It creates suspense with a short, repeating bass line. Even though this section has fewer sounds, I used different tricks to make it interesting. The cello plays the staccato bass line, which gives rhythm to the section. The first violin plays the main melody, while the second violin plays a counter melody. The counter melody may sound strange on its own, but when combined with the first violin, it makes the music sound fuller. The viola plays an arpeggio to add a soft background texture. I added woodwind instruments to give warmth and variety. The clarinet and bassoon play during the first 2 bars. In the third and fourth bars, the flute and trumpet join in to keep the music moving. To make the section even more interesting, I added a filler melody for flute. The clarinet and bassoon also play the lick here. Yeah, why not? For percussion, I used softer loops than in the intro to match the quiet feeling. The climax is the most exciting and detailed part of the track. If you are new to music, there are many tutorials online to help you learn how to write good chord progressions, so go check them out. In the first 2 bars, the violin mainly plays the melody. After that, the brass instruments take over and lead the track. Letting brass instruments stand out makes your track sound big and epic. On the other hand, using woodwind instruments likely makes your track sound soft and light. The first violin plays the main melody again, while the second violin adds a counter melody. The principle is always the same, you can apply your own ideas to it. The cello plays the bass, and the viola supports the rhythm and chords. Brass instruments make this part even bigger. The trumpet and French horn play the melody for the first 4 bars. And the trombone appears after that. To make the climax feel huge, I brought back the cinematic percussion from the intro. Now we're all good to go. But before I show you the final result, don't forget to like and subscribe, so that you don't miss a new video. Thank you.